Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making my chai spiced apple green smoothie, which is one of my favourite smoothies. It's really nice with the added Indian spices. It's pretty easy to make. You need a lot more ingredients than you do with my simpler smoothies, but it's definitely worth it. So I'm going to start by adding some liquid. I'm going to use coconut milk today. So we're just going to add some of that in, about 400 ml, although I'll start off with just a splash in there. And first of all, I'm going to pop in some spinach. So I'm just going to do a handful of spinach into the liquid. Oop. And I prefer to blitz that first, just to give it a nice smooth texture. Everything blitzed in, so give it a shake. Pop it on the NutriBullet. It's going to be quite noisy now. Once you can see it's nice and smooth, there's no bits in there, then you can take it off. And then we're going to add in some apple. I'm using one whole apple, which I've already prepped. So just cored it and cut it into little bits. So popping that in, keeping the skin on. Obviously, if you prefer, you can take the skin off. I'm going to pop that in. I'm also adding one date for a little bit of added sweetness and a couple of bits of banana. Don't need too much in there. So we've got a whole apple. I don't want to go too heavy on the fruit. So I'm going to give that a blitz. I'm actually going to add in my chia seeds as well, which I've pre-soaked. I find they're just better to digest if you pre-soak them. You don't have to, but I personally think it's a bit better to give them a soak for about 10 minutes before you add them to your smoothie. So I'm just going to pour that in. And that's our good fats in there as well. Some extra protein and some fibre. And give that a shake. Okay, that should be fine. So now I'm going to add in the spices and some protein. So today I'm using my plant-based protein again. So I'm using my Usana smoothie base, but again you can use whichever preferred protein base you like. I do have some recommendations as well. Okay, so we're popping that in, 2 scoops of that, and then we're going for the spices. Oop, and I need a teaspoon. I'm just going to grab a teaspoon. Okay, so about half a teaspoon of cinnamon, that's going in, and then about the same again, ground ginger, half a teaspoon. Shake a bit of that out, that's a bit too much. Okay, pop that in. Cloves, now obviously cloves are really strong flavour, so I'd only put 1 or 2 in. I'm going to pop 2 in today. And then cardamom pods. So I've got the whole pods here, but I've actually taken out the seeds. I don't know if you can see, we've already taken out the seeds. So just pop open the pods and release the seeds, and we're just going to pop those in. Again, I've just used 2 pods there. So seeds from 2 cardamom pods. Just add that. Have I missed anything? A little bit of black pepper. So with the chai spices, you always add in a little bit of black pepper. So I'm going to do a couple of twists on the grinder, maybe 1 more for luck. There we go. And then we're ready to blitz that again. You might want to add a bit more liquid. I'm going to add in a splash of water just to make sure it's a bit loose. Okay. Once more, we're going to blitz. So give it a bit of a shake, and then that's it. You should have a nice spiced green smoothie. Gives you just a little extra flavour I like my smoothies quite thick. You might like them a bit runnier. So I'm going to just pour that into a glass. There you go. Beautiful green spiced smoothie. It's delicious.